66, right?
Hang on.
Hang on.
I will be 67 in a month.
Okay, so you're
a month from this recording.
So I'm 33.
Okay, half my age.
Exactly half. And I was wondering, you're a very wise man. What is the advice that you wish someone had said to you at 33 that you could give to me now?
I have no such advice, and I'll tell you why. If you're alert and you're smart, alert meaning you notice things and you're smart and you learn, living life itself is the lesson. So a version of what you just asked is, given what you know today, what would you tell yourself if you met yourself when you were 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever? And I said, I wouldn't tell him anything. Because if I gave a bit of wisdom, I said, you're about to do that, but don't do that. Okay? There's no better lesson than doing something and learning that you shouldn't do it. That's the best lesson. We don't live life because there's a list of things that other people said don't do. You're going to explore your life. That's what you're going to do. And some things are great, and some things you don't want to do again. Some things you're bad. That's where the wisdom comes from. You earn it. It's the strongest kind of wisdom you can have, provided you learn from a mistake. If you're just an idiot and you just keep making the mistake, my advice for you is don't make the same mistake twice. But you don't need me for that. So you'll make a decision about this podcast or some business decision. And no, it didn't turn out right. Here's a better example of this. You ready? This is a very American kind of story I'm about to tell. Immigrant comes over, back when that was a thing you could do, comes to the United States, and they work hard, very hard working. They first sweep the street in front of a storefront, and then they're in the store and they learn the trade. And then the owner dies and they take over the trade. And they're working hard and they're scrapping and then they buys the adjacent store and they build the thing and then he moves and he lives in a big house and he has kids. Okay? And he says to himself, when I was your age, I had to scrounge for food, and I had to sweep things. And I want to make sure my kids don't have to do that. I want to make sure they don't have to do that. Okay? So you provide things for them so they don't have to do this. And now they grow up and they're adults and they're deadbeats. They have no motivation. They have no ambition. They have no vision statement because everything got handed to them. And what does the adult say to the kids? Where did I go wrong? I gave you everything I didn't have. That's where they went wrong, because they gave the kids everything he didn't have. And what made that person was what they struggled with, the decisions they had to make, the decisions they got right, the decisions they got wrong, who they met, how they treated people. This is life experience. And it doesn't come on a bumper sticker. It doesn't come on what's the secret? Just like going to someone's home and one of the hosts is actually a trained chef, right? And maybe worked in a restaurant and they prepare this exquisite meal. And you say, this is delicious. What's your secret? Oh, the secret? I went to chef school for 6 years. That's the secret. You're thinking this is one sentence I could tell you and then that'll make everything better. No. Just stay alert, learn new stuff every day, and learn from your mistakes, because those lessons are greater than someone just telling you to not do it. Then you have no such life experience to build into the wisdom that you want to acquire.